The season hasn't even started, and the noise coming from East Rutherford is already shaking the entire NFL. What's happening behind the scenes at the New York Giants is so surprising that even the most skeptical analysts are changing their tune. Players are showing a hunger for victory that we haven't seen since the golden days of Eli, Tuck, and Strawn. And it doesn't stop there. What three names are doing, Abdul Carter, Jackson Dart, and a possible major reinforcement, the franchise for the next 10 years. Joe Schoen isn't just building a team. He's building a silent but deadly empire. The question is no longer, will the Giants get better? The question now is, who will stop this emerging machine? So hold on tight, Big Blue Nation, because what I'm about to tell you now will blow your mind. Hey, passionate Giants fan. This is the channel where the heart beats blue, where every news story is experienced with emotion, and today is one of those. Dream big. If you love this team as much as we do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell because today's content is simply insane. And hey, comment below now. Which of these three Giants moves do you think can change the course of the season? Abdul Carter, Jackson Dart, or the possible explosive reinforcement on offense? Because yes, Big Blue, things are getting serious. We're talking about decisions that go beyond the season. They are masterstrokes that have everything to shape the future of the franchise. And the best part? These are not empty rumors. These are analysis, behind-the-scenes news and reactions that are coming straight from the hottest NFL insiders like Christopher Knox, Tyler Sullivan, and all the people who follow every step of the Giants. The community is buzzing, fan groups are in an uproar, and expectations for training camp have never been higher. So get ready, because from now on we're going to unravel every detail of this sequence of events that is causing a stir in the Big Apple. Let's go. Now we move on to Block 3. Building the scenario, with 7 more paragraphs detailing the current context of the Giants. Let's go. The scene around MetLife Stadium is changing, and I'm not just talking about the landscape, I'm talking about the energy. There's something different in the air in East Rutherford, and everyone who's been to recent practices has noticed it. A 3-14 record that hurt the fans' souls. But it's precisely from this pain that a new version of Big Blue is being born. Bolder, more prepared and thirsty for revenge. The front office, led by Joe Schoen, alongside Brian DeBole, has started moving the pieces in a way that resembles a master chess player. Nothing is by chance. Every signing, every draft pick, every rumor, everything follows a plan. At the center of this new plan are 3 protagonists: Abdul Carter, the new terror of the EC trenches, Jackson Dart, the QB who is being polished away from the spotlight, and a possible bombshell on the market that could turn the offense into a nightmare for any defense. During the mandatory minicamp practices, eyes were glued to every step of these guys. The press kept taking pictures, the videos went viral on social media, and the fans were already starting to dream big. Wearing number 51, Carter was already showing why he was one of the most feared prospects in the NCAA. Dart, even in silence, impressed with his pocket control and passing accuracy. And while all this was happening, behind-the-scenes rumors were talking about an offensive move that could completely restructure the game system, with a name that no one expected emerging as a possible reinforcement. Now we move on to Block 4, Development, where we will dive deep into the 3 events and build the narrative with emotion and suspense. Ready? Let's go. It all started with him. Abdul Carter. The kid. Didn't just arrive as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, he arrived making an immediate impact. Bold, confident, asking for Lawrence Taylor's number 56 right off the bat. What kind of rookie does that? One who isn't afraid of legacies but wants to create his own. After being rejected by LT, Carter still tried for Phil Sims's number 11. No way. But what he did next was even more remarkable. He took on number 51 and, recently, posted that he is enjoying the number. That's not just a phrase. It's mentality. It's maturity. He's a guy ready to make history. And on the field, pure chaos. Even without pads, Carter invaded the backfield with ease. A true missile. The coaches couldn't hide their smiles. Shane Bowen is already testing the kid in multiple positions because he knows he has a rare, versatile, destructive weapon there. Meanwhile, away from the buzz, Jackson Dart's name is starting to circulate among the most attentive analysts. Why? Because he's being developed behind learning from Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston without the pressure of carrying the team on his shoulders right away. This strategy is considered brilliant by insiders like Christopher Knox. He points out that the future of the coaching staff may depend on the success of this silent plan, molding Dart to be the guy when the right moment arrives. That's intelligence. That's long-term vision. While everyone else is looking at the now, the Giants are building for tomorrow. Dart doesn't need to be a hero today. He needs to be ready when his time comes. And to complete the trio of moves that are turning the NFL upside down, here comes the possibility of bringing in Jonnu Smith, the tight end with Pro Bowl production, to be the new terror for opposing defenses. And this talk is getting serious. Now let's move on to Block 5, highlights and key moments, with 7 paragraphs full of emotion and striking phrases about the most impactful moments. Let's go. First highlight, Abdul. Carter's posture. It wasn't a play, it wasn't a sack, it was an attitude. By saying that number 51 was growing on him, Carter showed that he doesn't need to wear 56 to be great. He wants to transform 51 into a new symbol of defensive terror. That's culture. That's identity. Second moment, minicamp, third day, and Carter invades the backfield twice in a row. In one of them, he reaches the quarterback in less than 2 seconds. The silence that fell on the field, an attack that already has Malik Neighbors, one of the most explosive receivers of the new generation. This kind of integrated construction, a stifling defense, a dynamic offense, and a patiently molded quarterback doesn't happen by accident. It's the recipe for championship-winning teams. The Giants, it seems, are abandoning short-termism and investing in what really yields lasting results: culture, structure, and continuity. If we were once the laughingstock of the NFC East, now we're starting to get respect. And if these 3 moves come to fruition, that respect will turn to fear. Because Big Blue is gearing up not just to compete, but to dominate.